They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. On play action, Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Spears. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Well, Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. That one 28 yards on the ground. They run again on 1st down. Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. We're scoreless after one. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the end zone, Tannehill. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill, going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Cook going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Now Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook from a yard out. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Back to throw, Tannehill. That's complete to Traylon Burks. Tannehill on target to Burks. First down, Tennessee. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 11 now. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tannehill. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Caught left side Hopkins. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. To throw is Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Again, Tannehill. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Here's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Intercepted. The Titans take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. This one downfield to Burks. That goes for a gain of 31. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins as time expires in the first half. And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Mecole Hardman. And he will score. Touchdown, Jets.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. Still going.
And finally, down at the 36-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On play action, it's Mahomes.
Throw left side, complete to Toney.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing now is Mahomes. Touchdown!
Ball throw
From 4 yards out.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Watson now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Watson going to change the look here. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Browns 17-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run here with Pacheco. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. That's caught at the 1. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Watson looks to throw again.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, it's Watson.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Elijah Moore.
51 yards.
And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Being chased out left. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation, because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Watson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Watson. His throw incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. And a throw there
receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
With 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here we go on 4th. Watson dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Another timeout.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Watson steps away to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Watson on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throw end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
To the air yet again, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. Watson on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
York to kick off for the Browns.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.